In the river lays gold. My heart has been found. I'm gonna find my way out this dark road somehow. Once love, going the lost and found. In the river lays gold. My heart has been found. I'm gonna find my way out this dark road somehow. Not even a speckle of life. Gotta shine through all your darkest moments. Gotta fight through them nights. Once love, going alone.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the podcast. My name is A Man Forgotten, and today we have BeeUpNext.
What's up?
Thanks for being with us today. The song we just heard, tell us a little bit about it and how you came up with it.
Lost and Found. Title's pretty specific, pretty direct. It's just a song that obviously is personal to me and relating to something that's going on in my life, and I'm just trying to share that with the world as a message being, it's life, so not everyone always different, ends up somewhere different from when they start. So that's really what it's about, like lost and found. You lost and then you get found, and just all through the process of it is the best part, even though it might be the worst part. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. Life always will throw you curveballs. It's the trials and tribulations of life that really get us into the mindset and the successful path that we're all meant to journey down. Tell us a little bit about your journey from starting music to getting to where you are today.
When I started, the first time I ever like recorded my own song, not my own song, but it was a song with someone else. It was in my freshman year in high school, and it was at a friend named Simon's house in California, Newport Beach, California. And we recorded it right there. It was like, we used Audacity. It was like a snowball mic. It was lit. It was lit. Obviously completely different from then. Back then, it's like completely different sound. But at the time, it was just, I wasn't trying to take it serious or anything. But now, I just went to high school in Cali, Mission Viejo High School. That's when I started taking it a little bit more serious. Not like serious and spending money and trying to get big and but more so being more consistent with it. I dropped some songs on SoundCloud, got good reviews, and people were telling me, "Hey man, you should like do it for real, like put it up everywhere," because I guess it was that good to them. So that's what I started doing, and then I just moved to Jacksonville around last year, and then I just met 1018 Alamo Studios. That's where I'm at right now. So shout out 1018 Alamo Studios. That's where I do all my recording at. They got some really good producers here. So I'm just working on some singles right now with a great group of people. So that's what I'm doing right now.
Okay, and it is always great when people start to really recognize your music and really start to pay attention and support what you do. And it's hard to gain that support, and it's hard to gain those followers. So I completely understand starting to take it seriously once people start to take you seriously.
Yeah.
Who were some of your first supporters? Were some of your first supporters people that were close to you, or were your supporters people that you didn't know immediately?
Like it's weird because obviously you want to say your friends, but not all your friends support you. Who are real musicians? Like obviously you know what I'm saying what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? The people, the most randomest people, like showing you love. You know what I'm saying? And you surprised by not your own homie, like. Not even just a simple repost. Can't even like or comment on it. So like, to me, there's a guy that follows me, Colin Nguyen, bro. That's my bro forever. I don't care. Like he shows love for real. He's from California as well. Super dope guy. He swims. He does like swimming in college. He's a college athlete. He like swims and stuff. So that's pretty dope. But he was like the first person like really start showing me love. not even on the fan stuff, but just a genuine supporter. So shout out to Colin for sure. For real, you gotta check you out, bro.
Hell yeah. And one of the unfortunate facts is that you should never look for love in your hometown. Your hometown will always love you last.
Yeah,
And that's because they know you, which is really strange to think about. You know, you think my homies know me, my homies love me, so so they should be the ones sharing my stuff, and unfortunately, that's not how it goes.
hmm yeah. I just feel like that's definitely weird because I don't know. But people always have their different opinions and how they see you. I really look at it as just like they just judge you based off of the time you stop talking to them and since forth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like, it's just how they looked at you because really you don't know what they're thinking about you, and they don't know what you're thinking about them, and it's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? And when you have that weird feeling of, oh, I don't know if she, you know what I'm saying, he or whoever it may be, just like, oh, I get a weird feeling from them. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good though. At the end, they'll come back though once they see the result.
Yeah. And sometimes at that point it's too late, um
Yeah.
so you were telling me that before the interview you were in the studio. Tell us a little bit about the new projects that you're working on.
Yeah, no, I'm working with a good group of people, including Tay right here, DJ slash producer, does a little bit of everything. He's great with what he does. So I'm working with him, Sunny, Dev, Dev the Goon. He's dope, super dope, all talented guys. So I'm just grateful to be working with them right now, and we got some projects and some singles coming up in the near future.
um
Hold on.
Now, have you done any shows?
I did my first show at 1904 downtown Jacksonville.
And
Uh,
how was that?
it was a super fun experience for the first time, but obviously from the first experience, after going forward, you could do better. So that's definitely, but like I just focus on the experience and just the fun for it instead of being nervous and what people are gonna think. Just go out and just vibe, and if it's genuine, it's genuine.
And how did people receive you?
It was good. I only performed one song. I didn't have my own set. I performed a song I was featured on. Yeah, with another artist, Caleb.
Okay. And how did you and him meet?
Through another artist I know who's also my very good friend, Gr. Leaf. He's not here right now. He's at Seaside, the Gulf of Mexico, vacationing.
Hey, that nothing wrong with that. Sometimes you need that time off. Um, so what do you have? What do you have plans for in the near future? Do you have more shows scheduled, or are you kind of giving a
Yeah,
little break until you get more music out?
keep it simple right now. And honestly, there's no need to rush things because we know the music's there. So right now it's really just a time to get the marketing scheme down and see what works for us best, really.
Okay, and as far as marketing, what strategies did you start with when you first started music versus the strategies that you use now
Uh,
that you've had a little bit of experience?
yeah, me doing it myself. At first, I was just running a lot of Instagram ads, like honestly not knowing what I'm doing, just starting them. And obviously, over time, there like more videos came out about different ways you could use Instagram ads and Facebook ads for independent artists. That was the whole big thing. It still is the whole big thing. Uh, so yeah, I just started doing that. Really, that was it. I know I've gotten good results. I've gotten bad results. I've gotten mid results, but it was still going forward. And that's what's gotten me here today. Really.
Okay, and that's actually a perfect segue into the next thing. Um, Plug some of your social media accounts and let the people know where to find you.
You can find me on Instagram at BeeUpNext. That's BeeUpNext. Be up next.
All one
That's,
word, guys.
yeah, all one word.
And plug your other platforms also.
They're all the same everywhere. Just all you have to look up is that name.
Okay.
Spotify, out any all DSPs, all DSPs, Google, even you do that,
Now,
Twitch.
do you have a LinkedIn, or I think it's called a link tree?
Yeah, I have a Koji.
Okay, okay. And
Same.
it's the same name on there.
Yeah, yep.
Okay, awesome. So make sure you guys go follow every sorry. Make sure you guys go follow every social media, and you have no excuse because they're going to be in the description.
Yeah.
So, how is your circle looking as far as the people you started doing music with versus the people that you work with now? Are you still working with a lot of the same artists, or and just adding new ones, or are you kind of moving away from the people that you originated with?
Um, I mean, I wouldn't say I'm moving away from anyone like for my on my own choice. Like I'm moving away to bigger and better things. I wouldn't say that. I say I'm progressing, and as life goes on and on, you meet new people, and these new people become the people in your life that, all right, this is who I'm doing this with, and there's no hard there. It's just this is where it's at. This is where life is taking us. So I don't really think of it as like moving on from the people I first started with to the people I am with now. You know what I'm saying? It's still
Okay.
all I'm in contact with people. All the first people I started with, I'm still in contact with them. It's nothing but a phone call away.
Yeah, for
One of them.
sure. And
And
let me break it down for the audience real quick, guys. I don't ask these questions to have artists hate on anyone, but one thing that you do have to understand in the music industry is that, and not just the music industry, any industry that you look to be a professional, there are times where change is necessary. You can't always stay the same. I wake up every day and I'm a different person in some way. So don't be afraid of change. Always look out for the people that you started with until they give you no other option. And unfortunately, that does happen sometimes. And there's nothing wrong with it. You shouldn't be afraid to grow as a person. Now back to the interview. uh,
it's, yeah, but like exactly the same thing you said. It's nothing but a phone call away to my boy Simon, Nate Marcus. Shout out Nate Marcus. That's my boy. That's when I felt my transition to my full confidence, like with music and recording. That started with him. Like that's my boy. That's my brother forever. Like Nate Marcus. Shout out Nate Marcus. Yes, sir. He was my engineer for like engineering me for like a minute, like really getting with a year, like when I was feeling like getting more confident and confident, like just my melodies, my writing and stuff like that. So he's still in my life to this day. You know what I'm saying? Um, and now I'm working with a lot of different, like I said, a lot of different good talented producers, like Tay himself, producer slash DJ. You know what he do? Uh, Sunny. He's worked with a couple of really good artists, major artists. We got Dev in the back. He's nice with it, too nice. Uh, that's just that's really it right now. And but yeah, like I said again, we're just getting focused on singles right now and marketing strategies.
Okay, and what a lot of labels are looking for are singles anyway. It shows your talent as an artist, as a solo artist, because features are great. Features are a great way to support artists that you support. However, when it comes to showing individual talent, doing singles, and not just doing singles, but doing singles where each one is a different style or a different flow, really shows the diversity of an artist.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Speaking of artists, what do you remember the song or maybe just the artist in general that really made you think this is what I want to do. This is the direction that I want to go.
Honestly, I don't know. I can't answer that like with the artist specifically, but uh, yeah, that's a hard one. I can't. That's a hard one. That's a hard one. You got me right there. Yeah.
Okay, so let me broaden the question to maybe make it a little easier. Who were some of your top influences that inspired you to move forward with music?
Uh, I have to say, Kirk Franklin. He's like a gospel hip hop artist. My musical like everything started because I was a lead singer in the choir for my church. So, but like listening to his music growing up, it was so raw because it was like he rapping, but you feel me? He over here praising the Lord. But it was like it didn't take. It's like it didn't take away from the fact that obviously you talking about what you're talking about, you sing about what you're saying about. But like the fact, like just that musical theory, like dang, it could be hip hop and like some I like, and like still be a good positive message. Just you know what I'm saying. So like I feel like that's where a lot of it came, and that's why I kind of twisted it with stuff I started listening to when I got older, when I was actually allowed to listen to it, because my mom would just turn it off in the car whenever rap music came on in the car, bro. Whenever it turn it down. I never even that happened for a long time, but obviously when I got to a point in my life when I got a little bit older, 13, like 12, like I started slowly like we having access to listen to music and really digest it for what it's saying and what it is and stuff like that. You know, um, yeah. So yeah, no, that's really been it.
And that is a major part of music, is being able to take the genre that you love and still portray your message regardless of whether it fits the genre or not. It's the mark of a good artist is being able to make your message fit, not not just going with the genre that feels like it fits your message.
Hmm. Yeah, it's not always about like the genre. It's just like his production of things. You know, lyrics. That's a big thing into it. I'm not the biggest lyricist artist, but uh, I like to focus on my message still. You know, with a strong melody to it. Um, and that's more where I say I'm inspired by him from. Just like the production style and flows, rhythms, patterns, and stuff like that. It's just super everywhere, very diverse. And then my second artist I would say I would be inspired by is probably mine's personally for like my era of music, Trippy Red, and then we're gonna put Juice in there for sure. Juice is yeah. You already know Juice is going in there. I just want to say about him for last.
Okay, and how do you feel about the state of hip hop today versus what hip hop was in the 90s and early 2000s?
I was born in 2001, so I would. What year are you born? 2000. Yeah, I'm born in 2001. So like, what I say about that is, I mean, hip hop is where it's at today. I know hip hop as of what it is today. My dad or whoever else, they probably know what hip hop is according to their day. And it's really the question is really for them. The question is really for them, not for us, because this is where we are right now, you know? And they
Yeah.
gonna hear so, but it's okay because that's what music is, and a lot of people get that confused. Like genres don't uh change schedule according to music. You know what I'm saying? Music is music. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, music is a category, and then it breaks down into other sections of stuff. That's how big it is. You know what I'm saying? Different genres, sounds, instruments, and that's all within the music category. And so like, yeah, it's fire too.
Yeah, that's a great answer because everybody has a voice and everybody has an opinion on something. And as they make their music, you can't put a label on how someone feels. If a rap artist all of a sudden makes pop, that might be a big change, but that's how they feel. That's what is moving them.
Yeah, for sure. And it's always about what moves people. That's what music is. Obviously, like a lot of arguments is that music nowadays doesn't mean anything. People just it doesn't mean anything. People aren't writing about real stuff. Yeah, there are people writing around stuff, real stuff. It's just other people. There's people now where people want to talk about, whatever, drill music or whatever. It's just preference. That's all it is. But at the end of the day, music is still music. So it's music. I love it. We all love it. We all appreciate it. We all hate it. We all love it at the same time. It's different emotions. You got roller coasters, it makes you feel, it literally makes you feel emotions. Besides an actual human being, there's not a lot of things that can make a human feel a type of way and act and do stuff based off decisions of what they're hearing and how stuff makes them feel. And that's all what music is all about, to me at least.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. If you're not doing it with feeling, don't do it at all.
Yeah.
That's my philosophy. If I'm not feeling the song that I'm writing, I'll scrap it and start over. So if you don't put your emotion behind it, there's no point in doing it at all. My next question is: tell me an artist that you think might surprise people that you would listen to that seems completely out of your spectrum, but it's not. For instance, I do hip hop music myself, and I like Tom Waits, who is an old school jazz musician, and he sang the blues. A matter of fact, he did that song "Little Drop of Poison." Excellent.
Okay. Who I say I listen to? The Driver era. The Driver era. I'm pretty stuck on them.
Okay, tell us a little bit about them.
Huh?
Tell us a little bit about them and their genre.
They're an alternative indie like pop punk type of genre. But they're I mean, bro, they're absolutely fire. It's a duo. It's Ross Lynch and his brother. I'm honestly I don't know his brother's name, but he plays the bass, I believe. Plays the bass, and Ross is the singer, and then he does the guitars as well. But they're super fire. I mean, I love them. They're so fire.
Do you play any instruments yourself?
Uh, I know how to play the drums. I know how to play the piano a little bit. But that's it. I didn't really get into good guitar or anything.
Okay. I actually might surprise you. I play trumpet. I can play 4 string bass, not 6 string, and I can also play a little bit of piano. Um,
All right.
I I'm actually in school for music engineering and production.
Okay, nice. That's good. Congrats.
Now, if there are any artists, or if there is an artist that you would work with if you had the opportunity, like if they came to you and like, hey, we got this opportunity for you to work with so and so, and you would get on a plane and go immediately, who would it be?
Uh, uh, who would I want? Who you want? If you could work with any artist, if you could work with any artist, right now, like even to produce with or whatever, like you just like fly them out, boom, right now, like full package. It's a couple. Couple? What is that? What you got? Top three? It really depends on how they vibe is though, bro. That's a fact. That's a fact. You vibe out right there. It's not gonna matter. No, it's a good 5 or 6. I'd probably say. I mean, like, wait, can it be like any artist? But like, I don't want to pick an artist who's like obvious. Like, if they, why would you know what I'm saying? Like a legend.
Yeah, it can be anybody, dead, alive, or underground.
Dead alive. Okay, so I'm like, uh, Kanye off rip because Kanye can do everything. He could engineer, produce, get on a song with you. Like he got put on by producing. He got put on producing beats. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I say. Yeah, he's definitely one of the greats. When you look back at songs like "Drive Slow" that he did with Paul Wall, and all the features he did with so many great artists, including Eminem, Jay Z, everybody. He's just such a well-rounded artist. He might seem a little crazy, but that's the price of success. We are, believe it or not, we've been talking for almost our entire half hour already. So we'll first we'll do plugs. So go ahead and plug all your socials again.
Uh, my Instagram is at BeeUpNext, BeeUpNext, BeeUpNext. That's my Twitch. That's my YouTube channel. That's my Spotify. That's my name on every platform, all DSPs. Yeah, go follow me, man. Let's tap in. I want to reach out to everybody.
Hell yeah! And now we'll enter into our closing out phase. I have three questions I always close with. One, we've already answered. That was who are some of your biggest inspirations. So we'll move on from that one. The second is, and be pretty specific with this. If you could give advice to an artist that is specifically going into the exact genre you're going into, not just music in general, um, what would you tell them, and what would be some of the biggest things that they should consider as red flags?
Red flags. I'm not sure. I'm not really sure what genre I'm really going into. I'm going into. So I mean, I wouldn't really know like the formula for going into that specific genre, but into music in general, like want this to be your life. I You better love it. You better not be wanting to do it for like that clout, that fame, the money. If you really want to do it, I mean, every day, I mean, that's just, you gotta love it. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's also answering going into the genre because you gotta work hard regardless. You know what I'm saying? Melodies, you gotta, and it all depends on how you see yourself too as well. So, you see yourself doing something great, you're gonna work great at it. You're gonna
Well,
work
so
exceptionally great.
so when you first started, was did you expect to have to put the amount of work that's required into it, or did you think it would be a little bit easier?
Uh, I mean, no, I didn't think anything was gonna be easy. I No one ever told me have when my mom first bought my interface, like she bought like a little 300 like $50 Focusrite package. It came like with speakers, an interface, a mic, and all the cords, XLR cables and stuff. Um, I got a computer. I got Logic Pro X on my Mac desktop, and I started doing it myself. So like no one was there to tell me like to, hey, I need you to make 6 songs today, and you know, have them be really good, and because we need to get those out. No, I did. I chose to do that on my own. You know what I'm saying? And I did that for just a crazy amount period of time. I still am not making 6 songs a day exactly, but I still have
Yeah.
love for it. You know, and I don't need money or fame to drive me. That's not my drive. It's just that I love it. And like obviously, if good stuff like that happens, then you're doing something right. So
Yeah, and that to me is the purest form of passion. A lot of people are in this game for money. Now, don't get me wrong, I would love to be rich and I would love to be famous. However, even if that never happens, I will continue to make music.
yeah, exactly.
Now, final question. First, well, it's a two-parter. First, did you enjoy your time on the interview?
Yeah. This was great. Honestly, this was a good. I appreciate you having me on here and everything. It's really good. A blessing. I appreciate you.
Hell yeah, no problem. I appreciate you coming on. This is just as much of a pleasure for me as it is for you, man. I love meeting new artists. I love hearing different people's stories. Everybody comes from different places, and even though I ask pretty similar questions, you'd be surprised at the different responses I get. Um, Now, with that being said, who would you recommend to come on the podcast and that you think would enjoy it and also gain something from it?
Uh, my boy Gr. Leaf, artist out of Florida. Great. He's gr dot, his Instagram is gr.leaf. You find him on TikTok, gr.leaf. He got some really good music up. Go stream Blueberry, Yum Yum on all DSPs. That's a slapper right there. That's definitely someone, because he's gonna pop, bro, for real. So he's gonna pop, no doubt about it.
Hell yeah! And you guys saw it on the AMF podcast. Thank you so much for coming. I hope everyone at home enjoyed. Make sure you go click the link. Like I said, if you're in my podcast, there's no fucking reason that you shouldn't be able to find it. It's going to be in the description. He said it like 3 times through this interview. If you support me, go support B. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you, B, for being here.
Yeah, it's all love, bro. Appreciate you. Thank you for having me.
Hell yeah. And we'll see you guys next time.